My name is Bartolomeo and I'm the sales director for Unison Research and Opera Loudspeaker. I'm working for these two companies. One is a sister company of the other. We are located in the northeast part of Italy, really close to Venice, beautiful place. The two companies are located in the same building and I'm working for both of them. Unison Research is a company that was created by Mr. Sacchetti and a group of audiophile in the 1987. Mr. Sacchetti background is that he was a teacher of electronics in the high school, but he always had the passion of the music because his father he was a pianist. So he was a teacher, and in the evening he was doing his own amplifier. Mr. Sacchetti was the first one to use the valve 845 that you can see in the product behind me in the audio application after the Second World War with the product called Absolute. That is our top-of-the-range model, integrated amplifier. At the moment, Unison Research has two lines of product. One is pure valve that we use in the valve EL34 and the 6550 and the KT88 and of course our 845. And we have a second line called Unico. Unico is an hybrid line that was created in the 2000 when my father joined the company, because in that time the market was required a product with more power. My father has the idea, Mr. Sacchetti was developing the valve part in this hybrid product, and the third person called Leopoldo Rossetto, that is a professor in the University of Padua of electronic, he developed this, the rest of the part, the solid state part. That product is quite interesting because it's dynamic class AB amplifier. Why dynamic class AB? Because the transistor is always on as a class A amplifier. So in the case that the music required, the transistor is already ready to develop the music. So that is our dynamic class A. In the company we are 10 people working. We have a lot of external collaboration that some companies doing the digital part, some other companies doing some part of the design, and then, as I said before, we collaborate with the University of Padua. The Unico line, we have most of them at the moment is integrated amplifier, but we will come out soon with some power amp and preamplifier. And we have at the moment two sources, that is CD1 and CD2. It's quite variable, the power, we started from 80 watt up to 200 watt per channel. That is something different in the valve amplifier, that we start from 12 watt up to 80 watt per channel with the two power amp called reference. Unison Research, it's even famous because everything that we made in our factory. We have all the supplier, but we try to work with a supplier that is really close to our place so that we can control the quality, the delivery. We don't have to wait so much time to get the product in here. So this was a part that was like fundamental for us, that things. Even the PCB board, for when we build the PCB board, we buy every single component that we can have a control of what we buy, and then we give all the component and the PCB to our supplier that they can build everything for us, and then the board comes back to us and we put it inside. Why we do that with the PCB board? We can control even the single resistor in the PCB. We know the quality of the product. We know the brand that we want because we like better the sound on that capacitor or that brand of resistor. So this is why we do that. That costs much more money because there is more control. So the goods come in, we need to control it, then we need to divide it. So it's time. Time costs money in a company. But in this way, we can guarantee to the people always the best quality. So when they open our product, they always found the premium quality component inside. And this is what makes the difference with other things, in the market. And for us, it's kind of fundamental, that things. The reason that even we choose our component is because we want the top quality for us. We want that our product is always a best value for money. And this is our feedback that we have during every show. The people are quite shocked when they listen to the product, they check the price, and they ask is just for a single part, for a little part, or for all the system, and they are always quite shocked for that. Is what we believe, we want to give the product affordable price, that everybody can have fun with that and can have a music pleasure. they can have the best experience that they can ever have with the right amount of money. Of course, that we can always go up, always go down, but we want to be like in that spot. So, and this is kind of fundamental for us things. We believe in the warm sound because we're doing all the product as a valve in it. So it's our belief. And we want to try to recreate that, of course, in the valve amplifier, but in even unique amplifier, sorry. The speaker is a little bit different. So for the speaker, we choose the component from the best driver company in the world, but we don't buy out of the shelf the driver. So maybe it looks like that is out of the shelf and put it in our speaker, but it's not like that. So every driver that is in our speaker has some modification. So cosmetically can be the same, but inside the mechanical part is different, every single one. Just to make an example, in the latest Linea Classica that we did a few years ago, the mid-range, we receive almost 18 samples before the approval. For the final one, that is the one that you can get it in our product. So even if it looks the same, it's not the same because the mechanical is completely different. The sound characteristic of our speaker is fundamentally easy listening. Why? When we listen music at home, we want to relax, have a joy, and have a pleasure, to listen to music. And this is what we want that our speaker reproduce. So easy listening and relaxed music. We don't need to get tired of listening music. So even the amount of the details that we want to generate with our speaker is the correct amount of details that they can give you the pleasure to listen to music for hours and hours and hours. So this is our goal for the moment.